Hey, Daily Dosers, this is Pastor Larry here, and it's so good to be with you this week. Few couple of days, actually, right now until Christmas shows up. You know, at Christmas time, it sometimes seems, especially when you're a little kid, that this promise is given. You've got all the decorations, the songs, maybe some presents under a tree, and there's all these things that remind you something great is about to happen. But if you're a little kid, man, those last couple of days, sometimes those last few hours the night before seem like eternity. And it can be sometimes the same way in our life. We know what God has promised, and it just seems forever until He shows up and actually does the promise. You know, today I want to take a look at one of the most famous promises that was given about the coming of Jesus Christ. It goes back to Isaiah chapter 9, where there's a whole series of verses, but I'm just going to read verse 6, and it says this. We're so familiar with it today. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given. The government's going to be on his shoulders, and he's going to be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, and it goes on. And we sing songs with those words and we go, oh yeah, hallelujah. But what we need to remember when this promise was given, it was 700 years later until the fulfillment happened. And you can go all the way back to Adam and Eve in the garden, and after their sin and rebellion against God, when death and sin entered into this entire world, the Lord showed up. And He moved him out of the Garden of Eden, but He gave him an incredible promise. He said that this one who is the enemy is going to be destroyed. I'm going to send one that is going to crush his head. Oh, he's going to bite his heel, which was the death, if you will, and the resurrection of Jesus, but he's going to be gone. That promise was given at the very beginning, and think how long it took for it to be fulfilled. And as this Christmas is coming up, I want to remind you of this very simple thing, that at the core, what is faith about? Faith is simply trusting God enough to do what He says and trusting God enough to believe His promise will be fulfilled. And so today, I want to encourage you, in light of whatever it is you're waiting upon God to do, that if He's promised He's going to do it, He's going to do it. Christmas is going to come. It always does. We sometimes feel like we're living in a winter where Christmas never comes, but it does. Every single promise He's ever made to you will be fulfilled. Count on it, and bless you this Christmas season.